Aquarius Yearly Horoscope for 2023. Your personal interests, knowledge, and relationships keep growing. You are equipped to handle significant tasks. This cycle extends through mid-May in the year 2023, and you have a lot of faith in the future. Your communications extend and increase during this trend. This impact may manifest in a variety of ways for you, depending on your circumstances and particular personality. Your interests expand, and you have a more amazing urge to express oneself. This year, you might devote more time to a project or mental interest. You might also have luck with cars, transportation, and the communications sector, or maybe your siblings, classmates, or neighbors bring you luck. You are more intelligent and perceptive, and people are more open to your views. You might discover new channels of communication. It can also be a hectic, thrilling, and fruitful time for learning. As your interest increases, opportunities to advance your knowledge or talents may present themselves. You might attend, return to school, or take certain classes as appropriate. Potential issues include overcommitting to daily activities, communications, developing new hobbies, and academic or learning initiatives. Try not to put too much on your plate. It's all too simple to live a disorganized, chaotic life. There can be a great propensity to want to do everything, ignoring your time and energy limitations. Problems might arise from taking on too many jobs or becoming bogged down in the intricacies. In general, though, you can anticipate enjoying more opportunities through your interactions with other people during this cycle. Finding your voice will help you love what you're doing, learning, sharing, and teaching more. There's a chance you'll discover more local work. Your thoughts are more cheery, optimistic, and future-focused, and this is reflected in how you communicate. In fact, it is a great time to work on your attitude and communication abilities in general. Other areas of your life improve when you give effective communication greater attention. For instance, extending yourself or showing kindness to others more frequently might strengthen both your ties with others and your relationship with yourself. Meetings, classes, teaching, connections you make in your community or through siblings might lead to significant opportunities. More involvement in the community could be fulfilling, even if they might first intensify for problem areas to come out into the open and finally reach a resolution. Issues with siblings or neighbors may be resolved now if they exist. During this time, there may be an upsurge in communication with family members, friends, and peers in general. You might discover that the new communications or transportation alternatives make life a little more pleasurable. Your commute is more pleasant, or social networking tools function better. This subject frequently corresponds with new vehicles, mobile phones, or other gadgets that provide access to fresh or enhanced modes of communication and transportation. There may be instances when your desire for more security and constancy contradicts with your busier or mentally demanding lifestyle. But with a little restraint, you can find ways to strike a balance. It could be simpler for you right now to put your feelings, thoughts, or intuition into words. Others seek out your knowledge and counsel more frequently, or people are more receptive to your opinions and suggestions. Friends may participate in your hobbies or communication initiatives. Learning with others in a group or with pals can be very beneficial. You start to develop and enhance your personal life on May 16th. You feel more secure in your family, your home, and your living circumstances. These facets of life develop, pick up speed, expand, or get better. You feel confident in your position and have the potential to forge loving relationships with people throughout this cycle. There may be a larger desire to stay connected to your roots or focus on the comfort and beauty of your house. You can also have a very impressive capacity for recovery from personal setbacks. Relationships with anyone you feel particularly close to emotionally may benefit, even though this is a domestic transit. Your personal life, relationships with your family, daily routines, and living circumstances all grow, develop, or become larger. Family relationships can be very joyful, supportive, and pleasant. Depending on your circumstances, this energy might manifest in a variety of ways. For instance, there can be a move to a new house, probably a bigger one, or there might be considerable home furnishings or new real estate acquisitions. Conditions or living situations at present are improved. Some of you can obtain financing or assistance to increase your base of operations. The size of the family may increase, or your home may have an expansion. Some people could invite more pals over or even get a roommate. Some people might combine their resources with a partner and move in. If it makes you joyful, you can emphasize entertaining at home. In any case, you can live in your home with a greater sense of tranquility and solitude. You might spend more time at home or with your family during this phase. As you develop your inner fortitude or strengthen your home basis, you can exhibit some introversion or solitude. It might be really beneficial to strengthen your emotional and energetic reserves. In general, your home life receives more good energy, and you may be able to get past long-standing issues with your family. Be cautious about overextending yourself with house improvements or larger lodgings beyond your means if you want to make the most of this influence. Throughout this period, your personal life tends to take precedence over your work or financial pursuits. Family relationships may greatly improve at this time, however, any existing issues may seem to worsen at first, which will encourage you to deal with them. Setting up a home company or doing your education at home can be a great idea now. Psychologically speaking, sentiments of security and self-assurance rise at this time. Potential difficulties include excessive spending on house improvements, placing too much attention on the home to the detriment of other aspects of your life, or a reluctance to broaden your horizons. Escaping or avoiding duties could occasionally be an issue. There may be too many people you want to please, yet trying to please everyone wears you out because it seems there is never enough time or energy for everything. But if you use moderation, this period of time can be really rewarding. You are likely to experience a general sense of emotional safety and support. It's a time to build your nest, and it's also a great time for counseling and purging because you're willing to look at the causes of your issues. More strength and resources may be available to help you establish yourself, primarily through the purchase of a home or other piece of real estate, but also for long-term commercial or educational activities. Your pals take on greater significance or resemble family more. Through a specific companion or group, you could feel more secure and safe. When this transit starts in May, there may be early difficulties that force you to let rid of negative attitudes and attachments so that you can move on and seize opportunities for improvement. Domestic obligations and needs may collide with personal objectives and wants. Fortunately, there may be favorable chances relating to your money, family, or home life in June specifically. You can gain a lot by adding more structure and order to your life, especially in the areas of money and possessions. It's a great opportunity to organize your belongings. Fantastic cosmic help is available to you in the areas of security, comfort, and money. It's also a good time to start coming into your own, to look for more in life, and to consider how you may improve it. You are motivated to improve your security and that of your loved ones, and it is your realistic expectations that enable you to succeed in your goals. You might be more cautious than normal and occasionally pessimistic during this cycle. You are not permitted to maintain your delusions about the ego, the body, and your own powers throughout this trip. An entirely new identity and an accurate perception of oneself emerge as a result. Although there may not be as many overt evidence of success in your projects and profession, the work you put in now will lay the groundwork for future achievement and growth. If you want to physically lose weight or get in shape, now is a good time to do it. Because you can clearly see yourself in the mirror at this time, you can start new and improved health regimens, diets, and the like with more success instead of what you want to see. During this time, you can be more serious and concerned with your obligations. It will take some time and adjustment as you connect with your inner strength. This energy grounds you and reconnects you with reality. It's also a crucial time for problems with your sense of self and identity. Others, though, consider you to be more accountable. Additionally, self-control comes more naturally. Meeting your obligations to the best of your ability is the best way to handle Saturn's transit through your sign. Do examine more closely the areas you've let slide and pay attention to your displeasure, but resist the urge to let this cause you to feel guilty or resentful. Instead, concentrate on improving and keep the bigger picture in mind. Right now, being short-sighted can bring you into problems. In this cycle, impatience doesn't provide rewards. Your studies, personal interests, and communications may occasionally get in the way of your attempts to get back on track, especially in February. Overall, though, it's a time to fortify your life and develop perseverance and patience. Beginning on March 7th, the aspects of your life that call for a back-to-the-drawing-board strategy during this time are your own finances. It could seem as though the cosmos is testing certain aspects of life to make sure the foundations are sound. Things with shoddy construction may very well crumble under the strain of these tests. Those who are suitable and deserving will persist and grow. During this time, you could naturally be more careful about making significant financial commitments and more frugal with your expenditures in general. Concerns about your earning potential may arise, but as you advance, the ideal outcome will be a stronger understanding of how much you are capable of making, better spending and saving practices, and a more reasonable budget. It might be necessary to go back on a few comforts, but you could find that the security you acquire outweighs the luxuries you give up. This cycle should be fruitful in helping you improve how you manage your material resources. You are particularly concerned about security right now, and you can start or increase your savings goals. Your innate organizational and financial skills will now come into play. To make the most of this trip, try to reduce material clutter and seek for overlapping or superfluous charges as well as other redundancies. Your innate talents have the potential to increase your own income. You can develop a special interest in collecting during this cycle. Taking care of your financial stability seems to be the most crucial for your overall sense of freedom, optimism, or confidence. Your unique interests and communications may seem to conflict with your financial objectives, especially in March. A good moment would be now to feel more structured in your search for safety and stability, however. There may be good chances for your family and home life, particularly in the months of April, June, August, and October. Family life can be improved by making an effort to better manage your finances and tidy your belongings. You gain from your moderation. It's a great opportunity to organize your belongings. You can feel safe and comfortable being assisted. Although the desire to increase your own security or that of your loved ones, or to enhance your home and family life, is motivating, it is your reasonable expectations that will most likely enable you to succeed in your goals.